In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
Is it still Friday? Is it still Friday? It still is? All right. Well, Scott and I are sore now. Which means I'm going to need a little help with this because this arm's a little tired. What are we about to do, John?
We're about to masturbate, boys.
Damn right. It's time for the Freedom Friends Master Debate, solving the world's problems, one mediocre topic at a time by 4 mediocre dicks who think they know what they're talking about. Newsflash, we don't. We go into this cold every week. We have no idea what but this week, apparently, this is a topic coming from you.
It is. So I came up with this. So I take it back. I didn't come up with this. This was brought up while I was in New Orleans for New Year's.
Okay.
And
well, first of all, we don't fuck with tradition. Justin, what you got for us?
All right, boys.
All right, boys. All right.
So at the time, I thought it was good enough that I needed to make a note in my phone.
Okay.
And talk about it on the podcast.
Okay.
And then we will see shortly if it is good enough or not, or if I was just drunk and thought it was hilarious.
Either way, it'll work out.
Either way, it's going to work out. So I'm just going to get right into it. There's no more backstory that needs to be told other than that. So would you take Oprah to a strip club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm not there to talk to people.
Okay. And so the follow-on was, if not, what famous female would you take?
Fucking no one. He's not there to talk to people.
Judi Dench.
I don't know who that is.
That's Dame Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench.
What?
Dame Judi Dench.
Who's that?
Go ahead.
So Judi Dench is a famous British actress.
You were very quick with that one.
Yeah. Like you thought about this before.
She'd still get it.
Yeah. So Dame Judi Dench is a famous British actress. And she has had interviews on talk shows and stuff where we're like, well, we ran into each other at this and that nightclub. And she's like, no, that's not possible. Or do you still enjoy clubs and stuff? And she goes, no, I don't go to clubs. And she was like, really? Because I ran into you at this. And she was like, oh, like she apparently has this entire like after hours life that she has somehow avoided the entire paparazzi and all this stuff. She's such a national treasure that she's been made Dame Judi Dench, which is the equivalent to when they knight men,
Okay.
Yeah.
but they don't knight women. But she's a treasure of the realm.
Yeah.
And so she is Dame Judi Dench. You saw all of the James Bond movies with Daniel Craig, right?
Yeah.
She's M.
Oh, okay.
She's the one that runs
Okay.
the secret stuff. But she's been in a bajillion movies.
Yeah.
She was even in fucking Riddick.
Yeah.
Like she's been in everything.
She's basically like the English version of Meryl Streep.
Yeah, she's England. Meryl Streep.
Like I think that's
yeah.
pretty right on, right?
But can you imagine the time you'd have at like, let's say, the Yellow Rose with
Yellow
Dame
Rose.
Judi Dench?
Quality establishment. Love it.
I would take. Fuck. Who's the lesbian talk show host?
Ellen?
Well, that narrowed it
Ellen.
down.
I would take Ellen.
Oh.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. Why she could be mean to the staff?
It might be entertaining.
My first mindset was Rosie O'Donnell.
No, who's the big fat chick that's funny as fuck?
Fat
Miss
Amy?
Pat?
Is it Fat Amy?
From
She's not fat anymore.
No, she's not.
No.
Matter of fact, Rebel Wilson looks kind of
Rebel
good.
Wilson,
Yeah.
She's looking all right, man. Like,
Is that who I'm
She was always pretty in the face.
She was in
100%.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
she was one of those.
She would be fun
She's
as
just
fuck.
Amy now.
Oh, dude,
she's not fat anymore.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dude, you haven't seen her?
No.
She looks fucking great, dude.
I just seen her because we were watching a movie in the fucking camper the other
Yeah,
day.
dude. Pull up the before
You know
and
who got,
afters
you know
for
who got a case of
Rebel
the
Wilson.
thickums, though? Was Selena Gomez.
What?
Yeah, a case of the
Dude.
Pick'em.
Really?
You know who got a case
Got a
of
little
thickums
case
in the
of the
best
thickums.
way? Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Did you know that Hillary Duff had a sister?
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
Yeah?
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude. Hillary is.
Yeah.
Like she quickly made it to my fucking list.
You know Lainey Wilson lost weight?
Lady Wilson?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
The country singer?
Yeah. Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you said Lady Wilson.
No.
Yeah. Did she?
Yeah.
As long as it didn't lose.
No.
As long as it didn't lose in the right spot.
It did.
No.
That's unless it's Photoshop pictures, but yeah,
I'll be upset.
I
Oh,
was.
the one you were showing me the other day.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
upset.
Yep.
Yeah. You got some before and afters for us, Justin?
The
Lady
TV is
Wilson
giving
was
me
all
some
cake, and then
problems
she
right now.
lost her.
What's wrong with
Then
TV?
she lost the cake.
She what?
She lost her cake.
Lainey
That's
Wilson.
upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was nice.
But she got tired of people asking her if she was pregnant.
What?
Dude, fuck those people.
There was a whole bunch of shit about Lainey Wilson
Based on
saying
her
that
ass?
she looked like she had a tummy,
She had a little bit of a tummy.
and so
fucking cares?
people were handing her whiskey and shit on stage, and she was drinking, and then there was all this shit. She was like, she shouldn't be drinking while she's pregnant. And it was
Oh,
like,
shit.
Oh, that's just people being dicks.
right, but I'm like, did you see her ass though?
Yeah.
Like,
You clearly didn't see the profile, sir.
yeah, like, I'll deal with the tummy if I get a fucking
Fucking A.
Jesus.
All day long.
That
Yeah.
was a certified dump truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
A fucking wagon.
You can't get that level of cake with a little bit of oven.
No.
Just saying.
No, you need the industrial oven. That diesel powered shit.
See, I think it would be fun to take Oprah to a strip club.
Well, she's got the bankroll to make it fun.
You get a lap dance and you get a lap dance.
No, I would be all about taking Oprah to a strip club.
No, Oprah would be taking me to a strip club because
Right.
I'm not paying that tab.
You know what? I would pretend like I was, then I'd roll. An Irish could buy the fuck out of that, dude. Just be like, I'm out. Don't worry, this bitch is gonna buy your house. It's fine.
It's just so fucking uppity.
That's what
Yeah.
would be so fun.
That's why I would Irish goodbye.
It's just so fucking uppity.
So now do you take
She would have to want to go.
do you go to like a bougie one or do you take her to some like grody?
No,
sunset of town
she's
one?
taking me.
wild
It's
zebra.
it is up to her.
I take her to the night shift underneath the freeway in Baltimore.
Take her to Charleston, South Carolina, Chastity's Gold Club. Because that is nothing more than a whorehouse with a neon sign.
If the
Yeah.
one that if the
Take her
one
to
I
the-
did security at was still in business, oh yeah, and it
The-
was called executive.
The
Oh, it was horrible.
the Driftwood in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Phew. You could line up the C-section scars; they would go coast to coast.
First off, that's just Jacksonville, North Carolina.
That's just that one club.
Jacksonville, North Carolina.
OJ Vegas,
Jesus.
fucking places.
That's the only place I've ever been where I've had a bitch that was, it was like, I'll do anything but have sex because I only have sex with Marines. And it was like, this is the weirdest standard I've ever heard in my fucking life. And it was like,
She only banged Marines.
she
Well,
would only. she
That's
would
funny
only
because I'm
actually-
stolen valor as fuck.
She would only actually fuck a Marine.
Yeah.
She'd suck your dick all night.
Huh.
But as far as actually putting it in, you had to be a Marine. It was
I'd have
the
been like, I'm in the
weirdest
Air Force.
shit I've ever seen. And she's like, but we can do anything else. And I was like, I'm not interested in anything on the menu, to be honest with you. Like,
I'm in the Air Force.
yeah. Yeah. Jacksonville is
She'd be like, they told me you were a Marine. Nope. Mm-mm.
Jacksonville's fucking wild.
Eagle Globe and Anchor. What is that? I don't know what that is. 1775. You're a year off. I don't know.
Couldn't be in 1775. We weren't a country till 1776. See
Let's see here. Huh?
new news across the wire.
The Marine Corps is confused on its dates. So no, it's not working.
No, I can't get the TV to pull up.
All right, we're going old school.
I don't think it's on.
You need to look up Hillary Duff's sister.
I will.
Well, who were you looking up first?
Rebel Wilson.
Oh,
Skinny
yeah,
Rebel
to show
Wilson.
Scott.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you look up Rebel Wilson. I'll look up Hillary Duff.
I think she would be fun just to fucking hang out with. Fat Amy.
Then or now?
What the fuck? You're kidding.
Nope, not kidding.
That's what I said. Then or now?
Like,
I mean,
here's
no,
the thing: she would have got it as a chubby girl.
Yeah,
she'd have got it.
She's just so funny.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
She'd get even more. Well, she's not into us. She's in bat for our team. But she like
Makes
like
sense.
Fat Amy's got a wife.
Dude, that's oh.
Yeah, she's married to a woman.
racist fuck.
She's married.
So, that's what, I'm not racist.
I don't want to be on this show anymore.
I just assumed. Okay.
She probably got a lot of attention from brothers back when she was bigger. But
I can't believe that.
isn't it wild?
Yeah, that is wild.
She looks great.
crazy.
She looks fucking great, man.
I fucking quit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, Scott.
You fucking teed it up. Not my fault.
I thought he knew what it meant.
No.
As you said that, I started to look at his face and I'm like, oh, he didn't get it.
No.
Oh, Haley Duff. Haley Duff's famous. Yeah. I did know that.
Haley Duff's famous.
Yeah, Haley Duff is famous.
For what? I have no idea.
For being Hillary Duff's sister.
She's also an actress as well.
Oh,
She's an actress and singer.
okay.
Yeah, but this is like Britney Spears' sister being famous. And it's like,
Right.
you're famous
Britney
because
Spears
you're
has a
Britney
sister?
Spears'
Yeah,
sister.
let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
Britney Spears has a sister?
Mhm.
Really?
a younger sister.
Is she cute?
She's cuter than Britney now.
Bro, I'm cuter than Britney now.
That's not hard.
Britney Spears just got drug out of a fucking Vegas bar or whatever for taking her top off while she was in there.
I believe it.
I was like,
Britney Spears did?
yeah.
Why wouldn't you let Britney Spears be topless in your bar in Vegas? It's crazy.
Have you seen Britney Spears?
Yeah, but still.
That'd be a good story.
Yeah, exactly. That's like
Bad-
Kyle
I
Rittenhouse.
didn't,
bad
know you
book.
could, I didn't know you could get kicked out of a bar in Vegas.
For taking your top off.
Yeah, that's. I thought you like
Seems like
literally had to commit murder.
Seems like the right venue for it, right? Like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they that bad?
It's a strange world.
Are they that bad? Security's like, ma'am, get the fuck out.
We've had complaints.
And why are you holding knives?
She's got a soundtrack in her head. It's just like, all around me are familiar faces. She's like, what happened to the
Yeah, they
world?
broke that poor girl. Jesus.
Yeah, she's lost her shit. She's lost her shit, man. Like, she's not okay mentally.
No, they broke her.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, I think they tried to tell us that.
So, touche.
To be fair,
her parents called it. Fuck. Her dad called it. No, I contracted with the dude who went to high school with her. And he was like, she was always really sweet and very great to everybody.
Did he walk around barefoot too?
Oh, he definitely a fucking hillbilly, yeah. He's a two-faced little cunt, too. I couldn't stand a little fucker. I tried to be his friend. I tried to be cool with him, but then he just kept being two-faced as fuck. And I was like, fuck you, bro. Like,
Is Britney Spears still under her conservatorship?
No,
No.
so they released the conservator.
hence the crazy.
But well, the problem is that she was under it for so long and then under house arrest, and they just kept drugging her and drugging her and drugging her and drugging her. I don't think she's actually
Lived?
she's never been an adult.
But the thing was is that you can't medicate somebody for that long, especially with psychotropics, and then go like,
How old's Brittany? 40.
she's like,
Two?
she's our age.
41, 42, yeah.
And I mean, she didn't leave her compound for like a decade.
Yeah.
42.
Yeah.
She didn't leave that compound for like a decade.
Yeah.
And they just kept drugging her.
Yeah.
And she wasn't allowed to do anything on her own. And I mean, like, I don't know if she actually was crazy or if they literally just drove that girl insane.
Yeah.
Just made like almost like the old Russian sleep experiment, just made her fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she's out of that whole generation of all those Mouseketeers that made it huge.
I mean,
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake seems to be doing fine. Fucking
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera is doing
Doing
great.
fine.
Down
Yeah.
the box.
Matter of fact, Christina Aguilera got thickums too.
Yeah, she got a case of the thickums and those titties came with it
I
too.
ain't mad.
God
I ain't
damn.
mad at Christina Aguilera's thickums. I ain't mad at it, man. I wasn't mad at her before. Like, she's always been like, I
Kids-
was always like,
Kids did her a favor.
when she went through the dirty phase, when she put out the song Dirty, I was like, new kink unlocked, dreadlocks, fucking A. I was like, that bitch is fucking smoke show.
She is Pittsburgh as fuck though.
Fuck yeah.
That's why Mikey likes it a lot.
Dude, just a little bit of little bit of it's the
Little
perfect
bit.
amount of ghetto and white trash. It's the perfect fucking mixture, man. I married one. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Did marry a Baltimore girl.
I know.
I married the perfect mix of fucking Appalachian and fucking ghetto.
Found her in Baltimore and was like, all right, we're leaving before this gets any worse.
This is
Saturation level is
medium.
perfect.
I'm into this. If you go any more, I'm
Mikey,
out.
It's like knowing when to pull the turkey from the brine. It's like, this is just enough flavor. We need to pull that out.
Yep.
Mikey showed me a video that Haley sent him in Vegas. That
Oh,
was
that's awesome.
fucking hilarious. I appreciate.
She got mad that I showed you guys.
Really?
So I'm gonna show you right now.
Why? Why get mad? It was
I'm not
fucking.
gonna show you, so I'm gonna show him.
It was fucking hilarious.
Problem is,
So fucking
funny
fun.
thing is, I could probably just ask my wife to see it. She
Yeah.
probably has it.
No, this was funny.
Play on that.
I guarantee you my wife has this.
I like the fact that somebody somewhere made a butthole filter.
Yeah.
Like that's funny.
That's hilarious.
She shouldn't be ashamed of that.
No, not at all.
I guarantee you my wife got that video.
Dude, she's funny. I'll just play you guys the audio.
All I can think about is they're looking at our buttholes in doggy style.
But it's a butthole filter, and it's fucking. That bitch is funny, man.
That's awesome. Oh god damn it.
I love the internet so much.
This isn't the internet. This is the wrong number.
I never get any wrong number texts like that.
I know, right? It's like, oh, sorry, wrong person. Who's the right person? I want to know who the right
Let's
person
be friends.
is. Yeah. Can I be the right person? Fuck. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day that somebody's like, "Hey, number neighbor." I'm gonna be like, I already know where you live. I'm just fuck with them so
Yeah.
hard. I'm gonna go
Number
dark with it.
neighbor.
Yeah, like didn't somebody do that to? It was
I got one.
what's his name? Chris, Captain America. Fucking
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
like somebody sent like, "Hey, number neighbor, da da da," da. And he was like, "This is America's ass." And they were like, "What?" And he sent a selfie, and they were like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. It was the thing.
I wouldn't do that if I were him. Because
No.
everybody would know your number.
He probably had to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't I think of his name?
Chris Evans.
Chris. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't like him as a person at all. Listen to him talk.
No idea.
Absolute fucking tool. I got
There's
something. I got something
very
I am excited about that I think you're going to be excited about too.
What's that?
Who's the nerd god?
Kevin Smith.
No, the other one.
Oh,
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, reprising the role
Of
as-
Highlander?
Of Highlander. They're
So-
doing a new Highlander, and Henry Cavill is going to be the fucking Connor McLeod, and I'm fucking here for it.
Henry Cavill is also the executive producer for the entire Warhammer cinematic universe that's coming to Amazon.
Yeah. But I'm fucking stoked.
Where?
For some
Cap Comedy Club in Austin.
What is it?
Really?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I've seen Kevin live twice, but I haven't seen Jason.
Let's go.
March 21st
I'll be in
to the
fucking Florida.
23rd
I'll be in Florida. Shit.
at Cap Comedy Club in Austin.
That's probably his sober tour.
There's that one, and then Gyllenhaal doing Roadhouse is interesting. I don't know how I feel about Conor McGregor being an actor.
I have a. So here's the. I know you're.
I'm not
going to
judge till I see it.
First off, Highlander, in my opinion, does not deserve a reboot.
Well, no, but it's a cult classic.
Sure.
Like I fucking love it.
But it doesn't
But
have the.
when,
It doesn't
when
have
did
the.
Highlander come out? Like the 80s?
Well, the fact that Sean
85.
Connery
Sean
played
Connery
the
playing a
Spaniard
Spanish
with
guy
a
with a
Scottish
Scottish
accent is
accent.
my favorite part of that whole fucking movie.
The whole movie is kind of meh. The show was meh. I don't understand why it's getting a reboot. It gets a pass because it's from the 80s.
Yeah,
What year?
where everything sucked. It had to be
It's so-
84, 85, maybe.
86.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It gets a pass because it's from the 80s. But this is like them redoing Lady Bird. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Who cares? So now we're getting this reboot. I have a serious problem with them redoing Roadhouse. Like this just goes to show me how fucking lost Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is they're like, we don't know what the fuck to do. So we're going to go back to these movies that people liked from now,
The 80s.
And we're gonna
40
ruin
years ago.
Yeah.
them. We're gonna ruin them.
And
Yeah.
we're going to ruin them.
It's going to be trash.
And I'm sorry.
If it's not trash, I'll be so surprised.
Look,
Well, this time-
Gyllenhaal is ripped. The
Fucking
dude is
A.
jacked.
Yeah.
But does anybody, when they go like, hey, who do you think should play a bouncer? And everybody goes like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, that's
He's not a bouncer. He's a cooler.
it. Whatever.
Different. But in this, he's a UFC fighter turned bouncer. So they changed the story. They shouldn't even.
Why
Why
are
wouldn't
we
that be
rebooting
McGregor's
Roadhouse at all? And why the
role?
fuck, Gyllenhaal? Why the fuck did you agree to do this? Like, show some amount of integrity.
Yeah.
Well, I take that
And
back.
can I make out with your sister?
You
I'm
did do-
really into Maggie.
You did do fucking Jarhead, so I guess we're not going to go with you make great decisions. But
Jarhead was a good movie.
yeah, sure, 100% accurate.
It was.
Well, which one?
It was. No, the first one. The other ones don't count. No, the sequels. I'll co-sign that with you. Fuck that. All right. The first one was based on a book and a guy's personal experiences, and I thought it was good. And I thought
If you're gonna
Gyllenhaal
give me a
fucking
big
nailed it.
budget reboot, why can't I get like Starship Troopers?
I'd be into that.
Yeah.
I'd be into that. Do you
It shouldn't be a
do you
reboot.
think,
It should be a.
do you think NPH
follow-up.
would reprise his role?
I
He could.
hope so.
He's a fucking vampire. He doesn't age. He still looks like Doogie. Like, that
Man's
still looks-
brilliant.
Yeah, he still looks like Doogie.
Absolutely brilliant.
100%.
They need to do one of those fucking teenage werewolf love story movies.
Those are getting rebooted.
But
What,
they
the
need to-
Twilight movies?
They need to involve those, but they need to like bring guns.
No, they're redoing those.
I never watched
Those
any
are
of the
they're
Twilights.
redoing those. Like that's
Do they have
those
guns
aren't
in
even
them now?
that old, and they're fucking rebooting that.
But it
shit.
changes the whole story if people have guns. The whole story.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you shoot a vampire.
Oh, if you have silver bullets.
That's where
You know, I think we.
That's just Blade,
I think.
which they're rebooting. We're getting another one of those.
Is he going to pay taxes this time?
dude, Blade
Different
without,
actor.
Blade without Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
here
don't give
for
a
it.
fuck.
Not here for it.
And by the time you get to the third one, you've got Ryan Reynolds and Triple H.
That's
Wesley Snipes.
That's
fucking
just a
making it.
that's just a Deadpool. That's just another Deadpool movie.
Well, and he
So-
was in that movie. He was just Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's just for Deadpool, we put him in a costume. All this shit that's coming out now, none of it's original. None of it's nothing. But it is proof positive that fucking the human being is a fucking sheep. And we just go like, hey, look, there's this shiny thing. And everybody goes, oh, you got a fucking shiny thing. It's the same reason that like the people that I know that have been like, I want to go to the SHOT Show floor. And they go, why? You walk the first 15 feet and you've seen everything that's going to be in SHOT Show. It's just that for hundreds of thousands of square feet because it's the same thing
Millions.
And you're-
over
and
and
you're-
over and over
I know
and
that
over
if
again.
I got bumped into one more dude's fucking SAR bag, I was gonna lose my goddamn mind.
I had a dude in one of the little electric handicap carts literally try to take me out. Like ran into me straight up. I'm
It's
like,
like-
bro.
I had a
Like, what the
bunch of
fuck?
friends on my social media that went to SHOT Show, and if I see one more fucking picture with somebody standing casually in a fucking civilian environment in multicam pants, I'm gonna fucking throw up. It
There's
was
a lot of that
Mikey, we have a new outfit to wear on Mondays.
it.
multicam pants.
Yep.
It's just what
Done.
the fuck.
As
like
opposed to shorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get
It's-
multicam shorts.
it's just
But
over
Jazz
and
doesn't make
over
fun of
and
those.
over again,
That's
and
true.
it's just like. But everybody's like, "Well, I'm going to go to this thing. It's going to be new," and it's like, it's not. It's not new. None of it's new. Nobody has an original fucking idea. It's they're rebooting this. They're doing that. This guy's doing this thing. And it's like it's all been done. It's all been done.
Before we forget, we left the audience hanging on our
No, he
on
can't
our,
do 225 cold.
on our bench press.
Turns
So
out we can.
so Mikey, myself, and John all did 225. Jazz did 285, and that's how we're gonna leave it.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
With an inverted grip, by the way.
Yeah, Jazz put us all to shame.
Yeah.
And it was
Yep.
incline.
Yeah,
It
incline.
was inverted incline. It was pretty impressive.
Reverse incline.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he ran a reverse grip on that too.
I saw that fucking
A reverse
video.
suicide grip.
It was decline.
It was decline.
You did it.
Decline reverse grip.
Decline reverse grip.
Yeah.
285.
Hey, did you see that video of the guy that was trying to explain that fucking split grip shit because the bar sits across the bone of your hand and I was like,
Yeah, he said the first.
motherfucker, just bench the goddamn bar.
Did
Like,
he say like the first time it really sucked, but after that he like
because it
does
sits
a
across the
weird-
bony part of your hand and you have greater support. And I'm like, or you could just pivot your fucking hand like you're supposed to.
Yeah,
It like
I don't
form
know.
has a lot to do with it.
Sure.
A powerful bench form has a lot to do with it. Now, these arches that we're seeing now that you could like fit a fucking tire underneath these people with
The
their arched
alien
back
arch.
and
You know,
shit.
That's
you know
like,
why they
weird.
do that, right?
it's
because-
supposed to be shoulder drive and shit, but it
Well,
also
no, 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 no.
reduces the travel of
there's,
the bar.
There's two ways to judge a lift, right? Your elbows need to break 90 degrees,
Yep.
or the bar has to touch your body.
Yeah.
So if you raise your chest,
If you arch, you're taking that gap away. So if you watch their elbows when they do that lift, when they're super arched, they only go like this,
Yeah.
and then they go back up.
that's
Yeah.
how that dude
And so
that
they're
set the
reducing
record
the range
with
of
the
movement.
1,500-pound bench press.
That doesn't count.
But he's in there. First off, that dude's fucking twice as thick as Mikey. Like his chest is like this.
If you have to put
And
it,
then he arches and that bar moves like that.
Yeah.
And they count it. And it was like, okay.
Well, it's
If
it's
you
like
have to-
Eddie Hall and his long ass arms and short ass fucking like legs. When
Yeah,
it's
but I will
different.
give
So
him his fucking
when they do like
His
deadlift world
deadlift?
records, right? They have a belt,
Yeah.
right? They're not wearing a full suit and all the shit.
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
because it's not right. So these bench presses, when these guys are using slingshots, they essentially put a fucking unbelievably heavy rubber band that helps push their arms back together, that lifts the bar.
slingshots
forward.
are wild.
They're amazing
Yeah.
for training. But if you use it in a PR lift, a
Yeah.
record-breaking lift, it's bullshit.
That's
Because
bullshit.
I've
All
benched,
bullshit.
I've benched with a slingshot on.
They're amazing.
And you
If
feel like
can-
a god.
You can add
Like you
75
were-
pounds, and it's just like, oh shit.
You feel like a god in those things.
Big Jim talked me into trying it.
Mhm.
That was the first time I tried
It's
it.
what
I used
Jim,
his.
but he trains with one.
Yeah.
But then I have seen Big Jim 1RM shit, and it's
Yeah.
But
no
without a
assistant,
slingshot.
no
Yeah, yeah.
nothing,
Yeah, I've
and you're
spotted,
just like,
I've
oh my.
spotted for him before, and I'm like, what the fuck?
If you
I-
can't
I'm
get
not going to
this,
be able to help you.
Yeah.
I have been in the gym with him, and he's gone, "Hey, can you spot me?" And I'm like, "No."
I can stand behind you, but if I have to help, we're both fucked.
Yeah.
Bro. And but then he'll tell you, he's like,
you
"I
just,
just
tip it over for him.
no." He'll tell you, he's like, "I just need you to be able to take off like 50
10%,
pounds," and I'm like, "Okay, I can do that."
Yeah.
Like if it's just enough to fucking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but if it's you're dying and I need to fucking deadlift this off your chest, no. Best I'm doing is like you said, I'm getting on one side and trying to
Throwing it
fucking-
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have the little safety things, because in the mornings I don't want to die.
Yeah. So
But in the evenings, Jesus, take the wheel.
In the evenings I'm drinking and it doesn't really matter.
what the fuck were we talking about?
Oprah at strip clubs.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
So the debate question doesn't really matter.
No.
There's only a couple that we've actually stuck to.
Yeah, it's kind of like the opening statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, a couple of them were good.
Well, that's what I mean. I didn't say mine was good.
Maybe only a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been like 4
Yeah.
out of 4 years.
Pirates, that was a good one.
That was a great one.
I wasn't here for that.
Pirates versus Ninjas?
Yeah, I wasn't here for it.
Really?
No, I think
Oh.
Dave said it.
But you were here for Doors versus Wheels.
Yes.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Yes.
That
I
was
still don't know who's right.
Well, that one made us
Doors.
think. That one definitely made us think.
I've never been more nervous that y'all were actually just going to start throwing dukes,
But Doors
Over
versus-
doors, wheels.
which is hilarious. Because
Wheels, bitch!
the podcast we recorded right before that was an hour and a half long political and religious conversation.
And we were all totally fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, God forbid you think there's more wheels than doors.
That's
I love that we got actual feedback from fucking like listeners who were like, dude,
We did?
your guys is when you guys were discussing religion, I've never heard a more fucking even keel, center of the road, well thought out, like, like what you guys were saying, just put things into perspective and da. And then the very next one is like, fuck you, more wheels. It's like,
How are you that stupid? You think that there's more to this?
that's
there's
the power.
definitely more doors, you fucking idiot.
That is the power of knowledge right there.
Yeah.
That is we knew what the fuck we were talking about in the prior conversation.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the debate was just pure emotions. There's
Yeah.
no facts that got thrown into that at all. No logic. Nope.
Well, yeah, there's no way to like prove it one way or the other. I think. Like,
Well, I think we did find an answer on that debate.
I don't.
No, we
I
didn't.
think it was I think
We
it was
found a-
more doors.
No,
We
based on
Googled it.
some fucking website.
yeah.
Although you did say if the internet says it, then it's got to be true.
Yeah.
So,
And then the internet said it both ways. So
Well, yeah, because I still don't know. Like,
if there's one thing you can find on the internet, sir, it's both ways.
yeah, it's true.
Well, no, 'cause I think
By
I
the
wanna
way,
get back
when we
into it,
say
but I think we
that-
broke it down.
Maybe.
We mean that batting for the other team or going both ways means that they're
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
It has nothing to do with race.
Because
Right.
we came up with definitions.
It's just poles versus holes, buddy. Like, that's
But we came up with definitions of a door, a lid. Remember?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
flap.
A flap.
all flaps are doors, but not
Not
all
all
doors are flaps.
See?
Right. Yeah.
That's why doors won.
What about bearings?
What about it? It's a wheel.
Not
No,
really.
We're not doing this again.
Not really a wheel.
Just fucking stop.
This is the fucking rabbit hole, a slippery slope.
Telling you.
I'll end up killing one of you. And I don't even know what I said. I don't remember which side I was
Yeah, I don't remember what
You were
team I
adamant.
was.
You were adamant about wheels. I was adamant about doors.
Okay.
I was very pro flap.
I believe at one point Scott has been quoted as, "Yeah, fuck you, John."
That will not be the first or last time I say that. I promise.
That used to be my goal every day.
At the gun store, it was damn
get a
near
fuck
every
you,
day.
John, out of everybody at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, so my flight from Vegas was interesting.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to a gentleman who owned a gun store.
Yeah.
To which I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Well, I retired from the oil field,
Yeah.
and I was just looking for something to do."
There's two
And-
types of gun store owners.
And he was like, "So I started a gun store." And he goes, "And I don't think I realized how much work was involved." And I was like, "Yeah, I have two good friends of mine who would co-sign that exact sentiment." I was like, my buddy Scott owned a gun store for a number of years, and he has openly and very aggressively said never again.
I was on a hunt with guys that have a gun shop in a mercantile up in outside of Austin.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because we were joking around after we went out hunting all day. We were drinking, and one of the guys is like, we got on the subject of business and stuff like that, and he's like, "You want to buy a gun store?" I'm like, "Fuck no." But he's like, "Whoa." He's like, "I didn't even say how much." I'm like, "Don't fucking care." I'm like, "You could give it to me, and I'm still gonna tell you fuck no." And he's just like, "Oh." He's like,
"You've been there."
He goes, "You must have been in the industry before." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Speaking of which, I think I'm going gun shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want?
6.5.
Yeah.
I don't have a 6.5 yet.
Bolt gun or
I don't know.
What do you
bolt
plan
or
to do?
gas?
I have a lot of AR platform shit.
But what do you plan on doing with it?
I don't care.
Well, that depicts
And what's your budget?
that depicts on
He just pulls out a fucking stack.
About $2,400.
Hey.
John will help you out.
I don't need to spend a bunch of money on one that collects dust.
I don't know. I
It's
don't.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything in that budget. So
Yeah, you would have to take my check and your check,
yeah.
put them together to make one of his.
Well, that's
so
why
that I
asked
can
if
sit
you-
on the wall and collect dust.
Correct.
You want
I'm good.
a bolt gun or an AR?
I'm probably going to go bolt gun, to be totally honest
Yeah.
with you.
What
I have
kinda-
so many fucking AR.
What kind of
platforms
accuracy
at
do
this
you
point.
want? Do you want a 1/4 inch group, a 1/2 inch group, or a 1 inch group at 100 yards?
Well, according to his budget, he wants about a 1/2 inch group.
Yeah, there you go.
But I wanted his expectations versus his budget.
No, it's also, I'm never going to go compete.
I get that, but
Like,
it's
I'm never going to go compete. I feel like I am a consistent enough shooter that anything sub 1 inch, I'm going to be happy with. I also know the frequency of which I go shoot. And so,
Are you
I
using it for
can't-
targets or hunting?
when was the last time you saw me hunt?
Okay. Well, but then
I went on a sneezing expedition once, but that was
Can confirm.
Jazz brought a new game called to the blind, and we've
Holy-
realized that after
it doesn't work.
Doesn't work for deer.
about 3 hours of R&D and hands-on experience that game call is not a good one.
Speaking of hunting, I want to give a shout
That
out
is
to
the only hunt
someone.
I've ever been on with a 4-day recovery.
And we didn't even walk.
Oh my God.
I want to give a shout out to somebody in the room. Justin, with my 22, fucking smoked a bird at like 120 yards. And this is a red dot 22.
fucking from our blind the other day.
I would fucking hope so. He's an infantry dude. He's supposed to be able to put a fucking on a man-sized target at 300 meters
For legal
with iron
reasons.
sights.
For legal reasons, I won't say what kind of bird, but
I was
Did
using.
you shoot a mockingbird?
I was shooting area targets.
Let's just say the
Area
red
dots.
dot had to disappear.
Well,
Did
even
you shoot did you shoot a mockingbird?
No.
we don't know because
That
after we
took
shot,
after-
there wasn't a second sound.
yeah. Oh, the other was it was the fucking bullet going wow 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 wow.
But the bird didn't go.
No.
That was. I've once again been reminded how fucking awesome suppressed 22s are. They're
a
fucking
blast.
cool. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Like I've always said.
He was like, I see that over there. I just handed it to him. I was like, fucking shoot it. And he's like, all right.
Scott,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm either buying a new gun,
That's
or
what
I'm,
you need. Get it suppressed 22.
or I'm buying the airbag suspension for my bike.
Scott got a 2-for-1 the same day.
Yeah. I saw the feathers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think we were the only ones that got pigs that night.
Yeah.
Oh, let's tell the story.
But to answer your question, I only ever shoot fucking targets anyway. I shoot for sport. I don't shoot to hunt. So
So let's tell the story. After we shot the pigs, and it's dark and fucking cold,
Cold as shit.
and we're getting ready to go back to the side by side,
We thought there was another pig in the woods.
we hear all this fucking racket. Like I take a piss, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, there's a pig gonna come fucking."
Like I'm walking
my
up
dick
to
in my
I'm
hand.
walking up to the side by side, and I get fucking a gun in each hand and a fucking something on my shoulder, and Scott's like, "Shh," and I'm like, "What?" He's like,
What?
"Shh," and I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "What is it?" And then I got quiet, and then I hear this in the fucking. I mean, it sounded like a pig rooting around in there. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my fucking A. So Scott grabs his gun and I get a green light, right? So I turn my green light on because I can't see it. So I'm lighting the fucking woods up and it's thick as shit. We can't see
It's
anything.
like there's a wall of bullshit,
But I can hear it right on the other side of the fucking, the wall of fucking
and we wait
everything.
10 minutes.
Yeah. And it's still
Like-
just rooting
And
around.
I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna flank it." You know, like we got.
So I get the light on and I got my pistol drawn at this point here. Scott goes around to the side because, that's how you take out something. Like,
Sure.
And Scott goes around the side and all of a sudden, like the sound's getting like clear and clear because it's starting to come through that wall of shit. And I'm like, here we fucking, so I got my light, I got my pistol, Scott's fucking drawn up and everything like this.
Like we're ready for a pig to bust right through, right at us, because it was right. The sound was right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, so we got the light, everything. We thinking he's coming through. And then all of a sudden we see it. And it's a goddamn armadillo. This fucker sounded like it was 200 pounds.
Yeah, because it was night. It was
Do everything with confidence,
So
boys.
Scott ran up and kicked it. I got it on video.
did I ever tell you my first armadillo story? First time I ever had to kill an armadillo. So we were living in Houston. Actually, we're living in a town called Humble.
Oh, Justin's hometown.
Yep,
It's like Baltimore for
that's where he
Mikey.
was born. And so we're living in this house.
Yeah, I was not born.
And there's all this
Any of those
fucking
places.
noise in the front yard. Don't know what the fuck it is. Justin's 2, maybe.
So did you send him out to go find out what it is?
And my dad goes, hey, go see what the fuck is in the front yard. And I'm 14.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I walk out there.
Justin, go see what's in the front yard.
And this was, the pinnacle of fucking early 2000s, right?
Learn how to delegate.
So I'm out there in Jinko jeans and fucking Van shoes.
Yeah.
Van shoes that I hadn't tied because you wanted to keep the puffy tongue. Because that's back when Van still had the puffy tongue on them and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Like Etnies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm out there and I come back inside and I was like, Dad, it's an armadillo. So my dad reaches up on the wall where he had his fucking M1 bayonet mounted on the fucking wall. He pulls out the bayonet and hands it to me. He goes, go kill the armadillo. Now I'm old enough to know that armadillos carry fucking leprosy.
Well, that and they're kind of armored.
Yeah. And I was like,
It's in their name.
they have leprosy. And he goes, only if you get it in you. Okay. So he hands me this fucking M1 bayonet and I fucking walk outside.
Not all of them.
And apparently the trick to knife killing an armadillo is you have to get between the head and the first plate.
Makes sense.
And you go right and so I come walking back into the foyer of the house
How
with
many?
this fucking
How many? How
armadillo
many?
on a
How many
knife.
attempts did it take you
One.
to find that out? You didn't just try to stab the body and be like, "Oh, it didn't go through."
I'm not one of your kids.
Okay.
It-
It's It's Jazz we're talking about, man. He went inside, got on the internet, fucking waited for dial-up,
No.
fucking researched it.
Ma, get off the phone. I got to figure out how to kill an armadillo.
Learned every single thing about armadillos and where they come from. And then he was like, all right, this is
Look,
the soft spot.
I didn't
I'm going to
necessarily
it."
get along a lot with my dad when I was younger. We're really close now, but I didn't get along very well with him when I was younger. And it turns out we're way too much alike. And it turns out I don't.
Imagine that.
I
If
don't
you've
like-
ever met Jazz's dad, you would know how fucking hilarious that statement is.
It also goes. It also goes to argue why I don't have very many friends because I don't like me very much. So, so
Takes a special kind of asshole to get along with him and his dad.
but one thing I will give him, and Justin can
Sup,
attest to
Kelly?
this, is that we grew up on weapons. We grew up pulling trigger. We grew up how to sharpen a knife. We grew up
Yeah.
we grew up with that. I did not grow up with gaming systems and I grew up on the whole fucking this is how you start a fire. We did the scouts. We did knife play, how to pull a trigger. Like we grew up on that. So when it was, hey, go kill this thing, it wasn't that I didn't know how to kill the thing. It was more, they have fucking leprosy. I don't really want to fuck with the armadillo. So then I came walking in the house with this fucking armadillo skewered on this fucking. If you don't know what the M1 bayonet is, it's the Army's attempt to make a K-bar, and it's not a great attempt.
Yep.
That's a 3-foot long K-bar.
Yeah, it's so, but it's got a lot of serrated edges. It does not pull out well, much like my boy.
Zing.
So
Oh, I thought you were going to put it Scott.
Scott's never heard of the pullout. Like that is. Are you Catholic?
It feels so good to leave it in, man.
So I can walk him back in the house with this fucking
Did you
army.
say they're cream pie daddy over there?
Shit, she pulled the goalie at the wedding.
Yeah.
Like that. Fucking.
I think we all collectively were like, give it
None of
3
us were
months.
shocked. This boy
3
came in just like,
months,
we're
she's
having a
pregnant.
baby. And I was like, no, are you?
I could have told you that.
Yeah. I think we had that discussion around the fire at the wedding.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Found out I'm pretty good at that.
yeah, it's super hard to make a baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey. If you're a cook or an oven, right? And you put something in the oven and it comes out and it's a nice product, do you give credit to the oven
Whoa, we haven't seen the product yet.
or do you give credit to the cook who put whatever in the oven?
Ooh.
But it depends on what.
I'm just saying, Justin,
No.
It depends on
he's
what.
a goddamn cook.
Hold on.
He's
hold
cooking.
on. Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
This,
hold on.
making
Hold
a
on.
baby is like microwaving a hot pocket.
Hold on,
It's not
though.
like it's fucking difficult.
Yeah, but that hot,
That
but the hot pocket
doesn't go
tastes
in there.
better.
It's just goo, dude.
But the hot pocket tastes better depending on how high end of an oven you have.
Yeah?
Oh.
You're going to, okay. How hard was it for you to make your children?
Can you do a beef Wellington in a fucking microwave?
You bring me a child that's a fucking beef Wellington and I'll retract my statement.
I have none of those. I have none of those.
What I have found is a hot pocket and you didn't even put the toaster sleeve on.
Some
You
of us-
just threw that shit in there.
Some of
in
us
a
are
butt-
shitty cooks. I'll be honest.
They're not hard to fucking make. It's harder to not have them than it is to make them.
It's, so what you're saying, it's harder to like to not accidentally put something in the oven.
I'm saying 40 years and I don't have one.
You just
And it's
walk
not
by an
like-
oven and you're like, oh, there goes my fucking loaf of bread.
Yep. I've done a whole lot of prep work and have never had to pay for the meal. Is all I'm fucking
So
saying.
you're just really good about watching the timing and pulling it, whatever it is, out of the oven.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't accidentally just go in the oven.
Yeah, it does. All the time. I'm a fucking accident.
But
It's not hard to do. What do you want me to do? You can congratulate you that you couldn't fucking stop?
no, you're missing. You're
It's like walking up to a fat chick and being like, I'm so glad you didn't know when to put the fucking fork down.
all that says is when the timer went off, you were just late.
Yeah.
But it didn't accidentally go in the oven. Like you didn't accidentally put the food in the oven and then forget the timer. You just forgot the timer.
You've seen how I drink.
No.
All I think about is Bill Burr. Well,
Jazz-
would have been a cake, but you ruined my fucking birthday.
Jazz just forgot to turn the oven on.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I made sure that all the
what comes
precautions
out
were
of
in
his
place.
oven is the same thing he put in.
Yep.
He puts it in the oven. The oven just not it's not plugged in and there's no gas.
There's a switch. There's a
I can
switch
put it
on
in the
his
oven all day if I make sure that the oven's unplugged.
Yeah.
Like,
You're a terrible cook. Oh,
So I guess now. So I guess now, do we use like gluten-free ingredients now that we're snipped? Like it just doesn't
it's
bake
not.
right.
I'm sorry. It's just not difficult.
It didn't rise.
It's just not difficult to make copies. Like it's not. Oh, congratulations, you had a baby. You fucking came inside of her. This isn't. It's not rocket science.
Like nobody says anything to the dude either.
No,
It's always just like, oh, I'm so happy that you're congratulations and blah blah blah, and then the
Oh,
dude's
no,
just like,
That's
yeah,
because
whatever.
having a child is
We get-
essentially because the chick has to deal with a parasite for the next 9 months,
It's true.
yeah.
It's
and
true.
then for at least the next 18, and that's at least the next 18.
So can we normalize?
like if I financed my bike for 18 years, you'd call me an idiot.
Yeah,
You saw this.
I would.
You saw this, right?
No, I know, but yeah,
Can we normalize cream pies instead of like, oh, we're gonna try to have a baby?
You talk about Jack's text.
Jack's comment.
Yeah.
it's just not hard to do.
Well,
But-
you're not wrong.
But when
Now,
somebody
it
announces
is-
that
it
they're
is-
gonna try,
It is very
you're essentially
hard.
just telling the world, like, hey, I'm just
Now,
gonna cream pie
look.
my old lady nonstop.
Here's the impressive part. Here's the impressive
But if you say
part.
that without trying to have a kid, you're creepy.
Now, if you can keep the beef
That
Wellington,
depends on who you're telling.
if you can keep the beef Wellington from not going bad for the next 18 years,
Yeah, that's the hard part.
then I'll
That's-
congratulate you. But as
that
far
has
as
nothing to do with
making
the oven.
beef Wellington,
That has nothing to do with the oven.
It's all about the preservatives.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's when
Because you
I'll
don't
be
put it
impressed.
back in the oven afterwards to warm it back up. Like, oh, you're getting a
That's
little
not the
soggy.
hard
Let's
part.
throw you back in.
Yeah, you go to jail for
Making
trying
it is
that.
not the hard part.
Definitely don't want to get them freezer burnt.
Actually, I think she goes to jail for trying that. I think we're
That's not making it is not the hard part. Keeping it from going bad for the next fucking 2 decades is
yeah
the difficult.
keeping the
situation.
mold off of it. That's the difficult part.
I'll congratulate you when the kid gets a full ride to college or something. Then I'll be like, "Fuck, well done. That's fucking great."
Oh, no, it's medium rare.
Other than that,
All my kids are getting full rides because they're joining the military.
There you go. That's medium
but you
well.
just took the Shoney's model with your kids. That was just a fucking.
Yeah.
It's like fucking Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Might as well have a chocolate fountain. Jesus.
They're not hard to make. I find it more impressive when you get to like our age, and there's no known copies.
I have one.
He's got one
I have no.
that he knows about. Again,
I have no known.
that
I
you
said
know
no
about.
copies.
There's some like 14-year-old kid out there just like fucking mouthing off to people and giving definitions. It's definitely Jazz.
Big ass head.
His mom's still walking funny because she had
There
to
would
push that
be-
fucking dome out.
Actually, I did the math, and if there was a chance that I had an accidental, they'd be like 20, 21.
Yeah.
They'd be like full blown adult, which is awesome because if you
It's also
find me
why-
now, there's no child support.
It's also why Jazz will not spit in that tube for about at least another 5 years.
Are there reasons you guys don't want to do the 23andMe?
There are reasons, and weirdly enough, it's not about me having children. It's more of me just being paranoid.
Oh, mine's simple. I have the lineage of my dad's family back to the 1700s.
Yeah.
And my mom's. I
My
know,
thing is,
like,
I've already done
4 or
the
5
lineage.
generations.
Like my dad's.
So like I don't
I
care.
know where I'm from.
I don't care what it says.
You know
I
what,
know
though?
where my family's from.
In today's dating pool, you almost have to do a 23andMe so you make sure you're not hooking up with your cousin or sister.
By all means,
Dude.
tell
Holy
me,
fuck. You know how many
Scott,
times that
please
has
tell me
had to
about the
happen?
current dating pool.
It's definitely.
I know, right?
It's definitely happening.
Michelle, can
You
you,
are
come in
not-
for this
yeah.
conversation real quick?
You are not wrong. But I guarantee it's happened.
It has.
I guarantee
It
it's
has.
happened.
I actually read a story recently about a married couple who turned out to be like fucking like fourth cousins or some shit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, look at Game of Thrones.
Well, you do a 23andMe and find out your wife's your fucking
The British
sister. Half
the British royal family is completely fucking related. I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
Well, all the royal families are.
Yeah.
So,
They need the royal blood.
but yeah, I don't. Mainly, it's I know my lineage going back. Like hundreds of years, so I don't need to do the whole like this.
Oh, you
Where
know
are you from? And I'm
you,
like, I fucking know.
you know what you were told.
I don't mind going back 42 years.
But so what I was told, what I believe, and what a DNA test are gonna like. I don't care. Like it's not gonna. Let's say I do a DNA test and it comes back like I don't even know, but
You've got
something
5
crazy.
kids.
Yeah.
I
That you have like all these brothers and sisters you didn't know about.
So that's one thing.
But it doesn't do that.
I have a sister I've never met.
It doesn't do that.
That I
so,
know of.
because here's the deal: is it goes with genetic markers that would come from certain regions. It doesn't give you like. By the way, you're related to all of these fucking people.
No, it does.
Because
if
the same
they also
company
do,
that does 23andMe
if
will
they-
do that box test that tells you what breed your dog is.
yeah,
It-
but
like
no, but it does. It because it does. If somebody else also does a 23andMe, they will say, "Hey, you're this person's cousin."
yeah, these you're related
Yeah.
to these people.
yeah, but what's that fucking lineage program? The tree.
Ancestry.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did that shit, and that's how I found out that we were fucking slave owners back in
Yeah,
the
but-
1700s.
yeah.
So like,
That's how you found out?
well,
According to your blue eyes, that's how I found out.
So- Does that mean you have to pay reparation?
no. But it did how I found out that a staff sergeant in the military had the same last name as mine, and we have very different tan profiles.
I went to boot camp with a broom, and you are definitely not related to him.
Yeah.
He was in the band.
So
I actually didn't make it through boot camp. We got booted. He
But-
got booted.
The Marine Corps. Baby.
I know mine all the way back on both sides from my father's side, and then my mother was adopted. And so I did that one back. So on my mother's side, I can trace it all the way back to the Grand Marshal of County Cork in Ireland.
Yep.
And then on my father's side, I can trace it all the way back to the Great Tapestry of England, which was formed in 1400. And the name's there, and we were landholders in Ireland. Which is why when I go, I'm Irish, that's why I have a tiny dick.
Mikey, you have a
it-
tiny dick, huh?
Yeah.
He's Irish.
Yeah.
Irish as shit.
Well, they're
Before I lost
brothers.
this was red.
Yeah. Well, before this turned
And
gray, this was red.
This was
too.
all red. The beard came in red. Yeah, the hazel, which really means that
My
I'm
dad
not
was
really
ginger.
Irish. It actually means that,
was what?
My dad was a ginger.
which means that you're actually Norse. You're not actually Irish. Because when the Norse came through and hit those islands, they just bred themselves into the population.
Well, me
Because
being,
the red hair and the light eyes actually comes from
me
the
being
Scandinavian
6'1",
culture.
225, and an Irishman kind of told me I
Yeah,
was
you're
already Norse.
Scandinavian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I kind of already was like,
Yeah, it's not a hard figure out, but you do have to go. You can pull up who was the lineage of who. You can find all of that. The 23andMe. That's
That's the
a
Mormons,
TikTok
man.
filter.
The Mormons have been doing that shit. They were the fucking premier lineage people for years before DNA testing.
Yeah.
Like they were
and
fucking.
they love fucking each other.
Oh, dude, they're amazing at it though. Like they'll fucking track your shit down through like records and stuff, like
Wow.
old school shit. The Mormons were. That's how they made their money was
Oh.
doing fucking ancestral lineage.
Go look at
reports
who
for
owns
people.
Ancestry.com.
It's either a Mormon or a Jew.
It's a Mormon.
But I would probably almost guarantee that. Yeah, that was like their shit. That's like how they made their money for the church for years,
Yeah.
and years and years. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a 5'7" redhead. It's not hard to figure out
If
where
you were
I'm from.
a chick,
Oh,
Unstoppable.
bro.
I've said it for years. If I had tits, I could rule the world.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't let you off your fucking back.
He barely does now.
Zing. Yeah. Yeah. No, if you were a chick, you'd get it, Jazz.
I didn't ask you. What do you think of the new merch?
I like it. I like it. I like the Battle Pup sucks. I like that. I saw it when you walked in. After you took off your Easy Rider outfit, I was like, hey, that's an awesome shirt. Jazz walked in wearing chaps today. and I'm still
I was on
hard.
the bike all day, and
I'm
it was
still hard.
It was fucking like 42 when I left today.
Mikey walks into my office and he's like, Easy Rider's here. And I heard you pull up and I'm like, and then Jazz walks in and I was like, oh my God.
Like vest, chaps, whole 9 yards. I'm like,
long hair, the beard.
I believe a month or so before you bought your first motorcycle, we joked about this.
I believe we.
About me buying chaps? Yeah.
I bet we could go back.
I think I had my bike a
There's a
month
lot of
before
things
I
that
bought
Jazz's opinion has changed on in the last year since he started becoming. A
I've been
motorcycle
riding.
rider.
I don't even know how long.
I love how Jazz's opinion changes a lot.
Yeah,
I don't have
When you were
it's 'cause
when
I
you
only have
were
ideas.
when you were a mini owner, you shit on all the Ford pickup owners.
Super Duties. I only shit on Super Duties.
I bet we
Yeah,
can.
no.
Go look it up.
I bet we
It
can
was
find
Super
some-
Duties
Super
and Dodges.
It was Super Dudes because when he was looking at that F-250, I'm
Yeah.
like, fucking please.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
fucking please.
Which I was willing to do for the tax write-off.
Sure.
That was what, I just wanted the tax write-off. And that's when I found out that the Explorer that I just bought is 6,100 pounds. And I was like, fucking gold. Like,
so Battle Pub bought an Explorer.
fuck yeah, Battle Pub bought an Explorer.
Got it.
Have you seen the ticket on a new fucking Explorer?
No,
They're proud of him.
Holy fuck.
they're proud of him.
Yeah, but the tax write-off I'm getting for it is way better than how proud fucking Ford is of that vehicle. Like, oh, god damn it, I'm going to love that tax write-off.
How can you, how do you make a motorcycle weigh 6,000 pounds?
Yeah, because all the rest of that shit that everyone says, you just have to brand it, you can skin it, and you can do it. That's all fucking, it's all bullshit.
you can
None
write
of that's
off, you can write off a portion of a marketing expense.
but it's not the vehicle.
No.
No.
Skinning your vehicle doesn't do shit.
No.
Other than make your vehicle look fucking stupid.
Other than give you a huge insurance liability.
Yeah, because people are now trying to get hit by you.
No. It's like, oh, I could sue them.
Yeah, deep pockets. I'm gonna stop in front of him.
Dude, if I could figure out how to get my bike as a fucking write-off.
Marketing. That's it.
Yeah, bikes and boats.
We have a
I don't know if
mutual
that
friend
works
that
out.
apparently has 3 European motorcycles in his backyard that don't run,
Really?
and he's trying to get rid of them.
What are they?
We'll talk about this
Yeah,
offline.
yeah.
But I asked him for one because he's a nerd like me, and he's willing to trade me for 1 Magic the Gathering card for 1 motorcycle.
Ooh, that must be a good card.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's like a $30 card.
Oh,
So I'm going to trade him, get the bike, but I've already lined it up to have my bike painted. That bike that I'm trading for painted in my Battle Pub colors, and I'm going to put it in the fucking front of my store
yeah.
because then I can write that vehicle.
Yeah, because that
Strictly my
Card.
Plus, it would be dope.
yeah.
You write off the $30 card.
Now I'm going to write off the value of the bike.
No.
Well, yeah, because at that point it's a marketing piece.
Yeah,
Well,
It's not,
that and I
it's not
just
on the road.
I want it.
it's at that point, it's furniture and equipment.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
Anyways,
so yeah, we're taking Oprah to strip clubs except Jazz. So like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, everybody. All the sponsors, they're down in the description below. Follow us on social media. All right. Fucking.
I'm going to say it again. Warfighter Podcast. Go fucking follow that shit.
Yep. Follow Warfighter Podcast. Follow Warhammered. Follow our personals. We need to build some numbers so we can get some sponsorship dollars up in this bitch.
And this time next week, Hooligan Mikey will be up on Spotify and everything else. So we're going to transition everything over so you can start to listening to the sultry sounds of that pistol.
The American Hooligan
There you go.
Podcast will be back. Yeah.
And we're going to bring that back.
That'll be interesting. That means I have to work again. God damn it. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna raise my glass, boys. Say thanks for being my freedom friend. Glass, cup, what have you. Let us gingerly touch our tips. 3 little things. They're not hard to do at all. Jazz, hit him with the first one.
Fucking smoke on.
Your favorite
God damn it, drink.
and motherfuckers. Freedom to fuck on. Later.